Ninja Gaiden series has been widely known for its incredibly tough challenge and free-flowing gameplay that few other games have been able to replicate. The insanely punishing difficulty players faced in its 2 installments gave fans a unique, rewarding experience, and makes them both very memorable. With the release of Ninja Gaiden 3, does the 3rd game in the series have what it takes to impress fans one more time? Is this special brand of Dark Souls Battletoads-worthy Ninja Reflex challenge worth revisiting a 3rd time?
What the hell do you think you're doing? You trying to be a hero?
The stories in the previous installments of the Ninja Gaiden series have been one of the biggest complaints by long-term fans, as the stories were shallow to the point of non-existence. This lack of story and puddle-depth plot is now exclusively a problem of earlier games, as Team Ninja has managed to develop a story with lengthy cutscenes equipped with a phenomenal voice acting crew that will engage any who decide to buy into the game's bombastic atmosphere. The game starts off with the Japanese Defense Force in Hayabusa Village visiting to inform Ryu of a terrorist organization called the Lords of Alchemy, demanding Ryu's capture. In the attempt to comply with the terrorist demands, Ryu contracted the curse of the Dragon Blade from the Lords of Alchemy, thus connecting him to the overall plot of the big bad guys. The interests of the terrorist organization are ambiguous and make up the crux of the game's overall mystique. Included are newly introduced characters to help Ryu uncover his own past and the mystery of the curse. Those who are expecting the same kind of challenge in Ninja Gaiden 3 from previous installments will not find it here. The difficulty of the game has been dumbed down due to the revamped gameplay. Back in previous titles, players would have to deal with an elixir to heal Ryu's health, and collect yellow essence to have money to buy items. This time in Ninja Gaiden 3, both things no longer exist, as the health replenishes by itself right after a fight, and also, consequently, items are no longer necessary. Because of the radical changes, there are no customization menus for Ryu. All processes are now being strictly streamlined. Throughout the game, Ryu will have to deal in using one weapon, which is the sword, a bow as a projectile, and ninpo magic to clear out stray enemies. To make the game a little easier, the bow that Ryu uses can take out enemies with its auto-aim feature. Oh, and speaking of weapons, the only weapon being one single, very sharp sword, the limb severing has been cut down, so to speak. Though the fights are still a bloody mess.
This is the final act, Dragon Ninja. You were always fated to end in tragedy.
The bosses are almost entirely forgettable this time around. Those who love the extra challenge that bosses provide in older titles may be off-put by the relative ease in which they fall this time. While the majority of the bosses within the game being entirely forgettable, the giant in Hayabusa Village is the highlight of the game's numerous bosses, by a long shot. Even though the game is somewhat easier, the solid action and execution of combos is still intact, without the need of scrolls in order to perform the techniques. Ryu now has the freedom to use said techniques he remembers from previous titles. A new technique called Steel Bone makes an appearance in the game where Ryu performs a close, clear-cut combo to an enemy as the camera performs a dramatic focus. The visceral execution of Steel Bone is nothing if not phenomenal, especially when the blood starts to spray. To make swordplay more interactive, the game also adopted QuickTime events during cutscene combos. If you are fond of the ninja trials from previous titles, you will be glad to hear that it makes a return in Ninja Gaiden 3 with the ability to play others online. The main focus of ninja trials is the same as previous titles, where you have to survive waves of enemies, though here you can earn karma for leaderboards using your own customized character. Those who are having a hard time playing ninja trials can simply seek out new players online and team up with each other. In addition to co-op, there's also a competitive mode wherein you can compete with up to 8 players online to perform kills. While it's not necessary to play in order to enjoy the game, it's there for anyone who wants to get more out of it.
You found me?
You were out there, floating, clinging to a piece of wreckage.
Compared to the visuals of the past 2 titles, Ninja Gaiden 3 has exceeded and destroyed all expectations. From Ryu's character design to the enemies and environments, the noticeable improvements are a fantastic visual eye candy. Spanning through the game's 9 stages, you'll be taken through different parts of the world where it will showcase the amazing quality of Ninja Gaiden 3's visuals and textures. As for the frame rate, it's pretty much solid and no slowdowns from beginning to end. Everything from the execution of combos to slicing up enemies feels just as solid as ever.
It's been a while, Master Ryu.
In the end, Veteran players of the Ninja Gaiden series will face big disappointment with NG3 due to the plethora of changed mechanics, especially the uninvolving difficulty. While that may be a big letdown, it's hard to neglect that Ninja Gaiden 3 excels in some areas, and is managing to deliver a solid action game and a story that fans may actually care about. Ninja Gaiden 3 is a title that fans should get despite of the non-traditional difficulty, as it will still give you an experience like no other game can. We here at Just Push Start give Ninja Gaiden 3 a solid 8 out of 10. For our detailed review, please check out justpushstart.com.
Sudden death is a ninja speciality after all.
Are you okay? And now for you, Mizuki.